again, that it comes down to the basic thing that I told you is to know and understand yourself. Over the years, I have worked out a routine that works for me. See, there is no set formula, because each one of us, हर एक आदमी अलग होता है, हर एक आदमी यूनिक होता है. यही है ब्यूटी क्रिएशन की, कि हर आदमी अलग सोचता है. हर आदमी की जो एक सिचुएशन होगा, हर आदमी का रिएक्शन उसके लिए अलग होता है. जैसे अगर आप ओपनिंग वीरेंद्र सहवाग को भेजोगे तो वो अलग सोचेगा, जैसे उसका पार्टनर होगा गौतम गंभीर, वो एक सिचुएशन में अलग सोचेगा. क्या आप सोचते हैं वही इंपॉर्टेंट है उस सिचुएशन में. एंड दैट्स व्हाट मेंटल प्रिपरेशन इज टू अंडरस्टैंड what is going on in your head. And that's what I have learned over these years, is that I know the times when I am under pressure. I know the times when I feel nervous. I know the times when I am feeling confident. What is the conversation that goes on in my head when I feel nervous? What is the conversation that goes on in my head when I feel confident? And that's the kind of conversation that I want to have in my head constantly, is the one that makes me feel confident, that makes me feel relaxed. Personally, मेरे लिए, I like to get myself in a space or in a mental frame of mind which is relaxed, which is really calm. And for that, I have a routine which I go through a certain amount of sort of meditation the night before the game. Sometimes in the morning of the game, I'll do 15 minutes of meditation. But each one of these things is personal. You have to explore, you have to try different things and then work out कि मेरे लिए best है. जो राहुल द्रविड़ के लिए best है, वो आपके लिए best नहीं होगा. मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, पर सचिन तेंदुलकर वो नहीं कर रहा होगा, या लक्ष्मण वो नहीं कर रहा होगा. उसने अपने दिमाग में, उसको पता होगा कि मेरे को क्या करना है. वो रिलैक्स्ड फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड, वो फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड में आने के लिए जिट गिव्स यू द बेस्ट चांस टू सक्सीड. वो एक फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड होता है हर आदमी का, जिसमें वो अच्छा करता है. जब आप यू हैव ऑल कम हियर बाय परफॉर्मेंसेस, सो यू वुड ऑल स्कोर्ड 100, ऑल ऑफ यू वुड हैव टेकन 5 विकेट्स. आपको पता है कि वो जब मैं उस टाइम में जब मैं बैटिंग कर रहा था 100, तो मेरे दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था, शायद कुछ नहीं चल रहा होगा. You were just blank or you were really relaxed. Then you have to go back and think, मैंने रात में क्या किया था उस दिन. अच्छा, मैं कॉन्फिडेंट था, क्यों था, क्या हो रहा था मेरे दिमाग में, क्या बातें हो रही थी. इवन अच्छे नेट के बाद, अगर आप बैटिंग अच्छे नेट में एक अच्छा बैटिंग करो, तो आप आके सोचो कि क्या हो रहा था मेरे दिमाग में. अच्छा, ये था. तो फिर आप रिप्लिकेट कर सकते हो, नेक्स्ट टाइम जाके आप उसको रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हो. So each one of us is different. So I have worked out that, like I said, my routine is I'll do about 15 minutes of meditation the night before the game, and I'll go through all the bowling actions of all the bowlers that I'm going to play the next day. I'll run through an over each, 5 or 6 bowlers, and that's it. And then 15 minutes in the morning when I get up, just to calm myself, calm my nerves, and that's it. And then I'll relax. Then otherwise, one of the important things I found for me personally was I would get very frustrated when I got out. I found that early on in my career, and I would be very tight. I'd get very frustrated. If I got out, I'd get very frustrated and I'd sort of mope, and I'd get very angry with myself for a long time. And then I realized that wasn't helping me, because that was draining so much of my mental energy to perform the next time. एक जो हो चुका है, आप उसके लिए कुछ कर नहीं सकते, आप बदल नहीं सकते. पर जो फ्यूचर में आने वाला है, एक और इनिंग आने वाली है, या नेक्स्ट मैच आने वाला है, उसमें आपको अच्छा करना है. अगर आप पास्ट, if you keep thinking about the past, if I keep thinking about what happened, I was expending and wasting so much mental energy that I was not able to sort of keep that energy that I needed for the next innings. And so that was one of the things that I realized, that a mistake that I was making when I was young, especially before I got into sort of the Indian team and even the early years of my Indian team. And one of the things I realized that now when I get out, I give myself 10 minutes to think about it. I go through the whole innings. I give myself 10 minutes to feel bad or to feel angry about it, and then I try and just switch off and forget about it. And then I start focusing on what's coming up in the future. What is the next innings? And that's it. I've given myself those 10 minutes. I say, okay, Rahul, these are your 10 minutes to think about it, to cry, to feel angry, to feel frustrated. But that's it. After these 10 minutes, switch off and forget about what's happened and just think of what's happening, the second innings, or the next match. Start planning for the next match. Start thinking about the next match. That's something I think really helped me, because it helped me go away from what was happening in the past to look at future, and gave me some renewed hope in what was happening. That's again, see, that's a personal thing. Some people might not, like Viren the Sevak, I know, he comes in, he'll get out, he'll remove his pad, he'll start singing a song. That's his way of switching off and relaxing. So he's just so relaxed about it. And I'm thinking that, and I'm wishing, I wish I could be like Viru and sing a song after I get out. But I'm not that. That's not my personality. My personality is different. Sachin Tendulkar is different. A Lakshman is different. A Kumble is different. So each one of us have our own personalities and the way that we prepare. Understanding that and getting that to your best is important. The other question is physical fitness. I think is critical. I've played my best cricket when I've been my best physical fitness. When I'm in my best shape physically, I've played my best cricket. Just being physically fit will not help you play a cover drive better. Or being physically fit, running the bleep test better, or or reducing a skin fold will not help you play a bouncer better. To get that out of your head. Just if you're superbly fit, you will not be able to play a bouncer better, you will not be able to play a cover drive better. But what it will do is it will help you at least play it will help you execute your skills for a longer period of time more consistently. You have to learn how to play the bouncer well, you have to learn how to play the cover drive well. That is a given. In this game, skill is paramount. You have to have the skills. Without the skills, it's no point. You have to have the skills, you have to learn the skills. But what helps you execute those skills for a longer period of time is your fitness, is your physical fitness. And I think even that personally, my fitness is over the years, I used to do a lot of running when I was young. I've changed that now. I do a lot more sort of weights and gym work. But that varies. You have good physical trainers and good coaches here who will tell you what you need specifically for your body. Fast bowlers are different, thing. But I personally, at least in my own experience, have played my best cricket when I'm physically fit. I've went through a really bad patch in 2008. When I didn't score any runs in 2008, and I really struggled. And at the end of the year, I sat down and I thought to myself, I said, what is it that has been different in this year? I've played cricket for so many years and I hadn't had that sort of long run of a bad patch that I had in 2008. And what was it that was different? And there are certain boxes that I needed to tick. One was is a mental box. Was I in a good mental space of mind? And I felt yes, I was in a good mental space of mind. Technically, did I feel, was there anything wrong during this period? Was there anything wrong with my technique? And I said, no, I can't really see anything different now than I've done in 2006 when I was playing really well to 2008. I don't see any real technical differences. I looked at the videos, spoke to some of my colleagues, the Tendulkars, Lakshmans, guys who know my game very well. They said, Rahul, no, we can't really see anything different in your technique, So I said, okay, that's fine. Emotionally, was I in a good space? That's another thing. Emotionally, did I feel like I was not? And I felt no. I said even emotionally, I feel good. I'm quite happy with everything around my life. I'm happy with everything. So that's ticked off. Then I went to the physical fitness part, and I looked at my physical fitness data, and I said, and I realized that in 2008, my physical fitness compared to say 2004, 5, 6, when I played my really best cricket, was way off the mark. In 2008, for some reason, I just wasn't able to put in that much effort physically in my physical fitness. I wasn't able to put that energy into it. And I made a conscious decision in early 2009 to really push hard when I came here. And I've already seen the difference over the last year and a half that, once I'm physically fit, I just feel good about myself. When I get myself back to certain levels, I seem to perform well. And that seemed to work well. So that's just from my own personal experience. And that's been a good check mark for me that, if I let myself go physically for some reason, and I can't explain it, my performance seems to suffer. It's not that it's related. I'm not saying that if, I've seen guys who are not very physically fit, who, do consistently well on a cricket field, but for me personally, again, that's again a personal thing. I felt that personally I struggled if I didn't get that physical fitness into the right shape that I needed it to. So each one of you have to look at all these sort of boxes. When you're not doing well, look at yourself physically. Okay, am I good? Mentally, how am I? Emotionally, how am I? Technically, is there anything right or wrong? And you should have these checks even when you're doing well. Especially when you're doing well, go and write down what is it. Okay, what is my physical fitness at this point of time? What is it that I'm doing right technically? What is my mental state of mind? What is my emotional state of mind? What is my spiritual state of mind? Maybe write it down in a diary. When I was young, I used to write these down. Like if I did well and had a really good series, I'd sit at the end of the series and say, okay, this is it, write it down. So then I can go back. When you're doing badly, you can always go back to these things and say, okay, this is different today, this is different. Maybe I can go back to that. And it helps, it just gives you
सब्सक्राइब कीजिए क्रिक साइंस चैनल को और दबाइए बेल आइकॉन लेटेस्ट क्रिकेट स्किल्स सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।